After spending a couple of nights in my new favourite Italian city, Verona, and enjoying the amazing view up at Monte Baldo, we make our way to the northern city of Milan for a quick 20-hour stop before our next destination, Greece.
There's lots of pigeons here. I saw a car run over a pigeon yesterday, and it could have been avoided, and I cried. And I just saw a dead pigeon. So if you're in a square and there's lots of pigeons, don't kick them, you asshole. Just avoid them. They just want some food, alright? Alright, we made it through the mall part. I'm going to say, the actual building itself is really nice, very impressive, high ceilings, lots of really cool artwork in there. Would I sit down at the restaurant and pay $10 for a coffee? I wouldn't, no. Would I pay €12 for a sorbet? Absolutely not. But I think, you know, if you're an influencer and you usually get your flights paid out to go to Dubai and put hummus on your feet, I think that's the place for you. I like how it's free walking through here.
Yeah, true.
That's actually really cool.
Usually it's like €10.
€10. Yeah, you can actually walk into most of these places for free, which is pretty cool. Alright, we've made it to the park. It's called Parco Sempione, and it's actually a pretty nice park. It's better well maintained than the Rome Botanic Gardens, and it's free. So Rome, what are you doing? This place is actually massive. Yeah. There's people sitting here drinking, making out, potentially putting a finger in. I don't know, maybe.
Well, the Italians are known for being very affectionate, right?
Yeah, affectionate.
Public displays.
Yeah, which is fine, you know, it's not my cup of tea, but I like when people show their emotions and aren't afraid to, which is nice. But we're just going to take a lovely stroll through the park. Apparently there's turtles here, a whole bunch of different birds, and
I've seen just pigeons.
Just pigeons, which I'm happy. Should we do some chin-ups?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it. And hopefully we can see more animals. What was that park we went to? Were we in Athens? And we saw all those animals, like goose, and ducks.
Yeah,
that was cool. That was probably my favourite so far.
Yeah.
Just because of the animals and the little ducklings. And all their cats that were very well looked after. So I'm hoping to see more cats in Greece. But after hanging out in the park, we're going to make our way to Chinatown. Let's see if Italy can redeem Chinese food. I'm going to say no. Absolutely not. But let's see. But first, the monkey bar challenge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're coming up to Chinatown, and we're seeing more Chinese people here than we have for a long time. So could Chinese food in Italy be redeemed?
No.
I don't know. We could.
I'm starved.
We've got some cheap. There's some markets in there. Got some
Oh, look, some Asian
shaved
things
ice, Snowberg.
there. Snowberg.
It's shaved ice, I'm going to assume. It's the only thing that would make sense. Yep. Got Asians working there. This is looking promising, guys.
Lucky cuisine.
Ooh. Guys, there's Asians everywhere. I think we've hit the jackpot.
So we found a place. It's called Zhu Ajen Piadina, and it serves like more mainland classic Chinese food. We've ordered the Bao Classico and also M2 over there, which is like a beef type bao thing. And there's Chinese people in there, so that's pretty promising. Alright, we've got the goods.
Alright, these are your
These
ones.
are the little bowls. And this is the big beef one. Let's give them a go. These are quite hot. They've got this like very well-known vegetable that I used to eat. It's kind of like a dried, pruny sort of flavors, a bit sour. Not bad. Not the best, but
Yeah. I got the beefy boy. That's been packed in there. It's like a kind of gravy beef. So we'll see. I like because the sheer meat in there, but it's dry.
yeah.
The flavor's yum. A bit more moist in the inside.
Yep.
Maybe just some bits is dry. Because I'm getting into some moist bits actually. Let me go on further. It's pretty good actually because that's a lot of meat that they put in there.
Oh, meat's been scarce here.
It's been scarce. So see, it's dripping. So all the juice is coming down the bottom. So I think Lang needs to try this now.
My eating powers are up because one, today we trained and I'm eating too much.
What are you going to say about this place?
I think it's been redeemed a bit.
Guys, this is how desperate we are for some Asian food. We're still in Italy, but we've found an Asian mart.
No Asian store is complete without the sauce and condiments aisle.
Oh yeah, of course. And that looks great. But we're still hunting for some flavorful meats and things, okay? Alright, we've had enough.
That's it.
We've had enough of the Chinatown. It's not bad. There's quite a big array of shops. I liked the Asian marts more. I think they had all like the knickknacks and stuff that we really enjoy. But it is still quite expensive, to be honest. Only some parts that are cheaper. And I'm gonna say the street stuff that we got was yum.
I think it's good for European standards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
European standards.
It's kind of like a weird mixture of Asian food. Like Thai food is Chinese, Chinese is like Korean food, and then Japanese food. Yeah, it's just that's their interpretation of Asian food.
Yeah, I don't think they know what authentic Asian food is because, you know, some of the comments are like, oh, we have this authentic Chinese ramen.
Yeah.
Like those two words shouldn't be together.
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean Chinese noodles, or
Or
what province were they from?
yeah.
So yeah, it's not the greatest here if you want actual Asian food.
Yeah, but we're not really here for Asian food. It's
I
just
mean,
good
it's
to
good.
see.
Good to try.
Yeah.
But now we've had enough of that. So we're gonna walk towards the canals and see how that is. And hopefully we can get some of the Milanese Risotto, which is what they're known for.
Yeah, because most of the restaurants open at 7.
Yeah, 7 p.m. here.
Yeah.
Even some of them are not even open on Mondays. They actually reopen tomorrow. So
And 7's a bit too steep.
7's steep as fuck. But maybe we can just stay out. Then when we check into our Airbnb, we can just stay there.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sound
yeah,
good?
yeah, yeah.
I'm not going
yeah.
out again.
Yeah, no, that's the plan I had in my head.
Yeah, because we've got an early morning tomorrow, so
3:30 wake up.
ugh, not looking forward to it. Anyway, let's give it a red hot go. See if this risotto is all it's cracked up to be in Milan, and just enjoy the rest of our short time here. Oh yeah, you need your ID for it.
Oh. Is it rolled though? It's probably not.
I don't think so.
This is like 1 gram, 3 grams. We'll just say this.
And at €10.
Moon rock. The fuck is that?
Where's the English?
Yeah, you had English on there. So you still need ID.
Ah.
Yeah. So it's interesting because we just tried to go to a cannabis store like we've successfully done in all the other cities in Italy. And the laws are different here in Milan. So she can't sell rolled weed only because the tobacconists are the ones that can sell the papers, and she's not allowed to sell edibles either, which is very interesting.
Yeah, not possible, she said.
Not possible, yeah.
But in
Everywhere
where did we go?
else.
Rome?
Rome,
Yeah, we had edibles.
yeah, edibles in Rome. So yeah, it just depends on the city. But you can still buy weed. Last stop of our Italian tour, and Milan's actually known for its Milanese risotto. So I've actually got 2 Milanese dishes in one. One's osso buco, but that's on top of the Milanese risotto. So have a look at this. That is just just looks like scrambled eggs. It's got the color of scrambled eggs. So I'm gonna go in for the risotto first. Going in natty, just without it. Oh, that's creamy. What is that? Oh my god. It's like, it's so buttery and it's nice and salty. Honestly, it's like probably the creamiest risotto I've ever had. Back home, usually get a risotto with mushroom or some sort of meat in there. This is just pure risotto with something, with butter. I'm not too sure, but that is nice and creamy and salty. I'm gonna go in for the osso buco, which I always say wrong. Oh, look at that. That just fell off. Oh my god, I was expecting to kind of cut, but not required obviously. So let's get a nice dose of that sauce and also the meat. Let's give it a go. I've been pretty dissatisfied from the meat here in Italy. When we do get it, it's either expensive or it's subpar. That is tender and so nice. That's the best meat I've had in Italy. Yum. Right. Lang's just reminded me that there's marrow here. I'll leave some for you, don't you worry. Look at that.
That looks...
With the sauce. And if you can't hear in the background, in the restaurant, they're playing Sexual Healing, so perfect scene for this. Oh. Oh, that's creamy. That just slid down my throat. And it's still nice and hot.
First up, I'm going to go for this starter, which is the beef tongue. Look at that, thinly sliced. I'm going to assume that you're just going to chuck some of these sauces on there. Don't know what that is. And this looks like a jam kind of consistency. Okay, got all the condiments on there. Look at that. Alright, let's go in for it. Oh, that's so tender. It just melts in your mouth. And I think maybe you're meant to add one or the other, because this makes it sweet and this makes it a more savoury type dish. Oh, that's really good. It's probably one of the best beef tongues I've had, and that says something because I've been to Japan and had that beef tongue. Oh, that's really good. Let's go in for the kidney. This is veal kidney. And I'm not a real fan of kidney. Why did I order this? Because it's a traditional dish and I'm ready to give it a go. So I'm going to go in for the raw kidney. It's a bit buttery. Kind of overlaps that kidney type taste. It's actually yummy. If I had this with the mash. Oh. Everything together. It's like a creamy little hint of truffle type of flavour, but yeah, really yum. But highlight for me is this beef. This sauce, this gravy like thing, really yum. Yeah, it's like a it's kind of like a gravy flavour.
The traditional Milanese risotto dish was delicious. We had a couple other traditional Milanese dishes as well, which Lang will put up on his channel, but that was yummy, yummy delight. And now we're gonna head home.
Yes,
Head back.
Early flight tomorrow.
Yeah, early flight, early wake up, early shuttle bus to the airport. It takes about 50 minutes, but we're going to be landing in Santorini and we've got someone waiting for us. So they're going to pick us up and take us to our accommodation. So I'm super excited for that. And we can do early check-in, which is even better.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to getting some sleep. I'm kind of tired, not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm alright. I think I'm just excited for the trip tomorrow.
For Greece.
So I probably won't be sleeping too much.
Well, I will. Once I shower, I will be sleeping. That is our couple of hours in Milan. Not too much done, but I think we fit in as much as we could today, so time to get some sleep.